Hey there my scrappy friends, so today I have the finalized summer 2018 project and I'm gonna speak about it, explain how I did this and show it to you. Just do a quick flip through, trying not to make this video too long. So just to remind you, I used Carpe Diem Simple Stories cover for this one. Usually I use the Webster's Pages ones, but I wanted to try this one. I really liked it because it's slightly wider than the Webster's Pages, and I kept repeating this throughout the whole process videos that I've been posting because I really like the wider size. I simply decorated it with one of the Chanel fabric stickers, and this is the Carpe Diem Aztec model, and I really like this one. I enjoyed using it a lot. So this one came with a notebook, and then I bought a couple more notebooks, but I managed to document all of my summer in 2 notebooks. And inside the cover, I'm still keeping some things that I was collecting during the holiday, some pictures that I did not manage to use. And let's go straight to the notebooks. So the first notebook basically speaks about the beginning of summer, the few days that we spent in Spain, and then the second notebook is the days that we spent in Malta and the days that we spent in the north of Spain. So this is like the official holidays, and this is building up to the holidays. I just put a wood veneer on the top cover. The top cover started getting a bit dirty because you know you're working on the desk and it starts getting a bit mucky. And I wanted to create a title page, so I cut out these leaves, I used some chipboard, and I created the title with Hello Summer 2018. And then I repeated. You will see that throughout this particular notebook, I was trying to repeat the same pattern paper from one page to the next to kind of create a continuation in the project. So celebrating that we started using the swimming pool, used the same paper, few embellishments, and try to keep it nice and simple. And here I'm using Simple Stories Posh collection, and I was documenting our graduation day, so I was really proud of my boys that day, and it was a really nice graduation. I had a really good year with them last year. And I used the same pattern paper as you can see, and this was Laura's graduation and she got a prize. I was really proud of her. Took her to eat pizza. Her daddy was not with us, unfortunately, because he was working, but I didn't want to kind of miss out on the opportunity to take her out for a pizza to celebrate. And then teacher trip. We usually have a trip at the end of the year, and we are grateful for the year. We spent some time together to celebrate it, eat together, and this was really nice. And as you can see, I'm repeating elements such as the same paper. Here, more time at the pool at home. And I cut out the letters, I put them here. So you can see process videos for all of this. I stamped the background here. I have process videos for all of this in the series Summer Vacations 2018. Here we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary. So we went to eat at this place called La Casa, and I managed to put the restaurant card underneath the picture. It's a slide out thing. And I really like the color scheme that I used in this one with the yellow and the black and the white and the teal. Really liked it. Mixed media fail, total fail, but I kept it in the notebook. I tried to do some mixed media and it just didn't work out really well. The gesso that I have is not a very white gesso, so you can see how like it's this white I really don't like. I would like to find a gesso that is either clear or very white. Spending time with my bug, Bicho, Mika. Yeah, Mika's 1 this summer, so she's been with us for a year now, and yeah, it was really nice to have her with us. Lunch with my friends. I cut out some paper, I did this effect, and here we are simply celebrating, putting on nail polish and enjoying our nail polish with our sandals in summer. One of our walks in summer, we do go for a lot of walks, very long walks. We have a park next to our house and we enjoy it to the full. So this was a morning walk. I created the background using, I actually hand cut and fussy cut out clouds and the sun. And there are no process videos for these pages, unfortunately, because I just couldn't film any videos on Malta. My iPad was not cooperating, my memory card was not cooperating, so I just had to keep on going because I didn't want to fall behind in the project. But yeah, I thought that during the flip through I could explain how I did the things that I did. Here, for example, this is a pool page, so I tried to create the effect of water splashing, and I hand drew and hand cut the splashes of water. And then I used like a toga frame here, some stickers, stamps. This one I was documenting one of our evening walks, and there was a concert next to our house, so we used to walk to the concert every evening and listen to the cool music. And I could put, you know, stuff like musical notes here, the guitar sticker. It's great to be able to use up stash. And the last page, funny pic that I took with Mika, and yeah, look at her face here. I mean, I just had to document this page, and I decided to put the title. So the card said we go together like and I put coffee and donuts because I didn't know where I could use the donut stickers, and I thought it was just perfect. So I put it as a title and I used the stickers to embellish. And I left the last page empty. In the second notebook, I started documenting our days in Malta. So I create like a title page where I put Malta down here. I cover the cover because I didn't like the inside cover, how it looked. It was like a grayish floral pattern, and I really didn't like it. So I covered it up with some pattern paper, put the date again. This is Laura enjoying the sea in Malta in July. Spending time with the kids. I have 8 nephews and nieces in Malta. There's another one coming on the way. This one is the baby of the house, Gwenael, and I really enjoy spending time with all the kids. I have a lot of pages that dedicated to just my nephews and nieces, as you can imagine. And Laura with her cousins. So we tried to be with them as much as possible the days that we were there. And I even babysat because I used to tell my siblings to just leave me with the kids so they could take an evening off, and I was just enjoying the kids parents free, and the parents were enjoying some kids free time on their own as well. Lots of bright colors, yeah, because I like to use bright colors when I'm documenting photos with kids. And just kept it really simple, using big embellishments, big photos. Now this is Laura at the beach. I used this nice pattern paper. It was a very light blue pattern paper. I cut it and kind of wanted to create an effect of the sea with the sea foam, and I had some seashell stickers which I used here. Like this one, for example, this flip-flop sticker I've had in my stash for so many years. Finally could use it, so I really enjoy using up my stash on projects like this. My mother's cat, always sleeping in front of the TV, so I wanted to document that. And then one day I was walking in the street and I took this picture of this dragonfly, and it was just, you know, leaning on a car radio aerial. And the picture turned out great, and I didn't want to include it in the notebook. And here I started filming again. I was already in Spain when I was doing these pages, and I could film them. So you have process videos for these pages. Really liked how this one turned out. Used very soft colors to document myself with my parents, and I really liked how it turned out. More time with the kids, more bright colors and pattern papers. I cut out the Dear Lizzie houses to kind of mimic my mother's street. I spent a lot of time in my mother's house, obviously, and then I just kind of wanted to create the street effect, no, using these houses here. And the number 8 because there are 8 kids. Then, as you can see, it's falling apart. I will have to kind of try and fix this. Or maybe I won't, I'll just put the elastic band in the middle and it will just hold it in place. I might just do that. On Sundays we go to visit my aunt, something that we've done all our lives since we were kids, and my parents still go every Sunday to my aunt's house, and now we take our kids with us, and I really enjoy it because it reminds me of my childhood, and nothing's changed, everything's the same. Here we went out for an evening to Valletta and to Birgo. We saw the sunset from the ferry, and I was using very soft colors, and I like these colors. And basically I used up almost all the Felicity Jane papers that I had planned to use up for this project. I think I have just 4 papers left. From all the papers that I cut out, I only have these papers left. So, final pages, I'm documenting our days in the north of Spain. We went to Cantabria, we spent about 5 days there. I created like a separate title page for this one to differentiate the days that we spent in Malta and the days that we were here in Spain. I mean, there were a couple of weeks in the middle where we were at home, but we didn't do anything really special. So kind of, I documented that in my memory keeping journal, and I left the traveler's notebook for these specific holidays. And you have process videos for all of this. Laura enjoying some morning sunshine and having breakfast. Then we went to a beautiful place called Fuente on top of the mountains. More pictures of Fuente. And the last page I had to create a tripod because I had so many pictures left and I didn't want to start another notebook. So I just made it very photo heavy, decorated very simply with stickers. But I was happy to be able to include all the pictures of these couple of days that we spent, one in Comillas and one in Llanes. So they were 2 different days, 2 different places, but I just merged them into one big layout. And the very last page, I wanted to cover the cover again because I didn't like how it looked, and I had a map of Cantabria and I managed to include the map, which actually folds out. And what I have to do now is outline and put stars to the places that we actually visited. And this is the finalized project. I have to say, I enjoyed doing this project a whole lot. I did the same project last year. I usually do, this is a tip that I'm gonna give you now. I usually repeat the same kind of album at least 2 years in a row. For example, December Daily, I did 2 albums, 6x8 albums, 2 years in a row. Summer, I did 2 Traveler's Notebooks, 2 years in a row. I also did like 2 big smash books 2 years in a row, or 2 big 12x12 albums. I like to do this because then once you put them on the shelf, they look really pretty together standing on the shelf. You have a kind of pattern going on, and I really like doing this. Doesn't mean that next year I might not do this again. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but for example, this year my December Daily is going to change. I'm not using a 6x8 album this year. I feel like doing something different, so I'm gonna talk about that in a future video. And that's my tip for the day. I'll be back very soon with more stuff. Ciao!